everyone. My name is Allison and I'm a volunteer with CDCK, and welcome to this month's adoption event. I'm also joined by the amazing Mila, another volunteer who once again has coordinated this event and is helping behind the scenes. So thank you so much, Mila. And today we have some incredible foster dogs for you to meet. But before we meet them, just a little bit about us. We are City Dogs and City Kitties Rescue, and we are located in Washington, D.C., and we're a nonprofit organization that rescues animals in overcrowded and under-resourced shelters. And we don't have a physical shelter, which means that all of our adoptable dogs are with fosters in their homes, as you will see today. We are very grateful for all of our fosters, and we're always looking for more. And a few months ago, we hit our 10,000th rescue. And of course, we are continuing to save more. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, pretty much any social media platform at City Dogs Rescue. And our website is citydogsrescuedc.org. That's dogs plural, and there's a DC in there. And on that website, which again is citydogsrescuedc.org, you can donate and find fundraisers for our dogs and cats. You can inquire about dogs, whether it's the ones you'll meet today or any of the other dogs that we have available. And you can find information about volunteering and about fostering, which is great because, again, we're always looking for more fosters, especially since we really depend on our fosters to allow us to continue rescuing more incredible dogs. So one last quick note, please feel free to ask questions in the chats on Facebook and YouTube, and we will do our best to get to them. So with all of that being said, thank you so much, everyone, and let's get started. So up first, we have Blake, who is a male bulldog and lab mix. He's about 46 pounds, and he is 2 years old, and he is being fostered by Matt. So thank you so much, Blake and Matt, for being here today. We really appreciate it.
We're happy to be here. Isn't that right?
Oh, such a good boy. So just to get us started, Matt, what does Blake's ideal day look like?
So Blake is very routine oriented. So he gets up in the morning and we take him out for a short walk. And when he comes back, he eats and then he wants to play. He's a very playful guy. And playing, I'm in an apartment, so playing with him looks like throwing something across the room. He goes and chases it and then comes back and leaps on the couch, and I have to put a pillow up to like block him. He's so excited. And then that's pretty much the rest of the day, alternating between that and sleeping. I work from home. Both me and my husband work from home, so he has a lot of human interaction right now. But he's really good when we've got the meetings and everything else. He'll just sleep and hang out.
That's great. And what do you think Blake's ideal forever family looks like?
I think Blake would be super good in a place where he's got a yard because he's got a lot of energy. We keep him here in the apartment, but he does get a little, he loves it when he's outside. When he can run full blast, he's into it. Even like a small city yard would be totally appropriate for him. It would be lovely for him to be with another dog, just so he's got someone. I think when he came to us, he probably hadn't spent much time with humans. And so he plays with humans like he plays with dogs. So it'd be nice if he had another dog to kind of show him the ropes with certain things. And also he has a little bit of separation anxiety. So I think he does better when he's with another dog.
That makes sense. Thanks. And how is Blake doing with his training?
He's doing great. We actually, he was leash reactive when we got him. For those who aren't familiar, that means that on leash, he'll bark or lunge at other dogs. However, we took him to a 6-week course in that because we really love Blake. And he's doing much, much, much better on that. So he's really, and through that, we taught him all sorts of commands. So he knows all the tricks and is very well behaved, and he's very eager to learn.
Oh, that's great. And I can't get over, he's being so good. Look at him. So what has been your favorite moment with Blake so far? This might be a hard question, but what do you think?
I mean, if we had a house somewhere, we would probably want to adopt Blake. He's just amazing. So there's been a lot of really awesome times. I think my favorite time was when I was showing it to my sister for the first time, and she was making funny noises over the phone, and he did that thing that dogs do.
Yeah.
and like stared at her and then whacked the phone. It was really cute. He's very handsy. When he plays, he likes to paw. He's a really sweet guy.
That's great. And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share about Blake?
I mean, Blake is a wonderful guy, and whoever adopts him is going to absolutely love him. The one thing I would say is the separation anxiety is something to think about. He would do better with someone who works from home. I think he likes a lot of human attention. But I think he is worth every bit of work you put into him, and we love him to death.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much for investing so much time. And, thank you so much to you both for being here. So for all of you out there who are watching, you can find out more about Blake on our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, or Blake has his very own special link, which is bit.ly/adoptable Blake. That's BLAKE. All right. Thanks again, Matt and Blake. So
thank you.
Next, we have Rambler, who is being fostered by Colleen. And Rambler is a male bulldog mix. He is 68 pounds and he's about 8 years old. So thank you so much, Rambler and Colleen, for being here. It's great to see you. Colleen, I think you might be on mute, so I just want to make sure I can hear you and get.
Sorry about that.
No, of course.
Here we go.
So just to start, Colleen, what is your favorite thing about Rambler?
I think my favorite thing about Rambler, it's either just how genuinely excited he gets about treats, because that's like his favorite thing in the world, and he just gets this big smile, and like he'll try and jump up, and he's like an older dog, so like it's really just sweet. But then he's also got this like gentle side where he'll just be like, well, he'll just come up and he'll just like gently like put his head on my lap, or in the mornings when he wakes me up, he just kind of like comes next to my bed and just kind of like sniffs.
I love that. And again, another, he's also just like being so well behaved. It's great.
Oh yeah, he's got to chew, so he's set. Yeah.
Perfect. What activities do you and Rambler like to do together?
So we like to go on long walks around my neighborhood. We'll go for a walk for like 45 minutes to an hour, and he's fine. So you don't need to walk him that long, but like he's up for it. And just because I live in an apartment, so I like to get him outside a little bit more. And he loves to just sniff everything, and just kind of like tromp through the grass, and he'll get like under bushes, like he's sleuthing, like he's going to solve the mystery. It's very cute. And then we'll come back, and he's really good about eating, and like he's on some medication, but I just put it in his food. He's really good about that. And then sometimes we'll do like a treat puzzle, or like maybe I'll like try and teach him a new trick, because he is so happy to get treats. Like he's fairly easy to train.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
And what do you think Rambler's ideal forever home looks like?
I think his ideal forever home is probably maybe like a single family home where like he's not, because I live in an apartment, and sometimes like he gets like very concerned about what my neighbors are up to. So if he was just, and maybe with like a yard, because yards are always good, he should probably be the only dog. But what I remember when I got him, his profile said that he was good with dogs, so he might just need to meet them first. But
yeah,
he would also be totally fine just being an only dog. So
got it. Yeah, and if he had a yard, you can do plenty of more sleuthing. I love that.
Yeah.
So great. What does Rambler like to do in a day?
He's good for taking naps. He's pretty chill. He does like to go on walks, and that he's totally up for like doing whatever for a treat. So he's definitely down with that. And like these chews, like I gave him one, and he's just like sat for like a good like 30 minutes. So he's pretty simple.
That's great. And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share about Rambler?
I just want to say he's just such a sweet old man of a dog. And also I took him to my friend's house the other day because they were having a party, and there was like 20 people there, and he was totally fine. There's food, and he was obviously trying to get the food, but he wasn't like jumping up and like being disruptive or anything. And there were some kids there, and he was totally good with the kids. So I think he's just got a lot of potential, I think.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you
Mhm.
for fostering Rambler, and thanks for being here. And for all of you out there, you can find out more about Rambler at our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to Rambler's very special link, which is bit.ly/adoptable Rambler, and Rambler is RAMBLER. Thank you so much again, Colleen, and thank you, Rambler. All right, so up next, we have Raney, who is being fostered by Brianna, and Raney is a male boxer. He's about 40 pounds, and he's 7 months old. So Brianna, can you please describe Raney's personality for us?
Yeah, Raney is very playful. He has constant energy unless he is napping, which at puppy age is about half the day right now. He loves to play. He loves to explore. We have another dog, so they like to wrestle a lot. Let me go get him another treat.
I know, it must be hard to contain his energy.
Raney. Yes, right now he is really into these like freeze-dried lamb, I think it is.
Oh, wow. So cute. How is Raney doing with his training?
He's doing very well. We've had him for about a month. He is fully potty trained. He knows sit, stay, down, come. It took him a while to get him to know his name, but now he's great at recollection and like being able to come when we call his name as well.
That's really impressive. That's awesome. And how has Raney changed since you first started fostering him a month ago?
I think the biggest thing is like I said, he was not necessarily potty trained when he came here. So that's like the biggest change that I appreciate. But yeah, I think he's just gotten a lot comfortable with, I'm not sure where he was before, I think West Virginia, but being in the city, he likes to like explore all the tall grasses when he can. He's really gotten comfortable with our other dog, Athena, and we were a little concerned when we got him that he did not take well to men, but after a week, him and my partner are like the best of buds. So
that's awesome. And what is Raney's favorite toy?
He loves like the rope toys. We have a whole Christmas collection, so he's kind of been working his way through all of our Christmas collections. Right now, it's the rope toys that he likes the most.
That's great. And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share about Raney?
Yeah, Raney, come here. Yeah, he loves to like see us, like see you in the morning. He literally will just sit there and wait until he sees your eyes open. And as soon as he sees your eyes open, he like comes over and he wants to say hi and he wants to wake you up and start his day with us. So that's like a real highlight. Just, you know, the fact that he loves to see us, he loves being with us. So wherever home he goes to will definitely have all the love that they need from him.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Well, thank you for being here. And thanks to Raney too for being such a good boy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he would do amazing with any house that has another dog or even a child. He has a little bit of separation anxiety, but with Athena here who's trying to find the rest of the snacks, he does really, really well when he's home with just her. He, like I said, he has a lot of energy. So being able to either wrestle all day or play with younger kids, I think will definitely make him happy.
That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much. That's really great information. And for everybody out there, you can find out more about Raney on our website. I'll keep saying it, citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to his very special link, which is bit.ly/adoptable Raney, and Raney is spelled RANEY. Thank you both again. I really appreciate it. And thanks, Athena, too. Up next, we have Max, who is being fostered by Chris. And Max is a male terrier and pit bull mix. He is 47 pounds and he is 10 months old. So thanks so much for being here. Chris, how would you describe Max in 3 words?
Well, as you can see, definitely affectionate,
Yes,
playful, and brave.
those are great words. That's a great combination of all 3 of them together. And when do you think Max is the happiest?
When he's with his people, definitely. He just loves being around humans and having a good time.
That's awesome. And how is Max doing with his training?
Oh, he's doing great. Yeah, he's doing great. So when we first got him, I think that he just wasn't trained much beforehand, and I was a little worried about that. But 2 days later, he's like already knows how to go into the crate. Come on, Max, sit. Max. Not giving good demonstration right now. But no, he's good. He learned how to go into the crate and stay in there. He was never scared of the crate, but he got the command inside, like within 2 or 3 days. He knows sit, he knows touch, and he's learning leave it and look at me at the moment. And I've only had it for a week, so that's a lot of progress.
Oh, very smart. That's great.
Yeah.
And I know it's only been a week, but in that week, what has been your favorite moment with Max so far?
My favorite moment with him has been going on walks, specifically when there's a siren going by, because he'll just stop and wait a bit, and then he starts howling at it.
I love that. He can imitate sirens. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything else you'd like to share about Max?
Hold on, Max, come on. Let me get him a treat.
Aw, it's so cute.
Max. See? Good boy. Sit.
Oh, wow.
Good boy. Good boy. Max will make a great dog for whoever it is that adopts him, no matter your situation. He is 47 pounds, so that might be a deterrent if you live in the city, but he's tiny for 47. He has a lot of energy, but honestly, he's not destructive at all. He's not loud at all. So he'll make a great apartment dog. He's not scared of the city. And if you live in the suburbs, even better. And as you can see, you're going to be super happy having him.
Oh. Well, thank you so much, Chris. And thank you, Max. You can find out more about Max on our website. Again, citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to Max's unique link, which is bit.ly/adoptable Max, MAX. Thank you both again. Really appreciate your being here.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So up next, we have Murley, who's being fostered by Leah. And Murley is a male beagle who is 26 and a half pounds, and he is 7 months old. So thank you so much for being here. So just to get things started, what do you think Murley's ideal family looks like?
I think his ideal family looks like someone who's home a lot for now. He doesn't love being home alone. Someone that I think that's relatively active, someone that will take him for long sniff walks, wants to play with him. He really likes toys. I think maybe not young children. He's still a puppy and he still has some of that. So when he gets really excited, a little puppy nipping and mouthiness that you would expect. So maybe not young kids, but I think older kids or teenagers he would love to run around with and wrestle. If there was another playful dog for him to romp around with, I think he'd really enjoy that as well. So definitely someone who's willing to have a little puppy energy and do some puppy training would be ideal for Murley. And preferably in a quieter part of the city. I don't think necessarily the suburbs, but just not in a really busy neighborhood. I live in a busy DC neighborhood, and we have to be strategic on what times we walk so the traffic isn't too much. So somewhere in a quieter area probably as well.
Got it. That all sounds great. It makes sense. Thanks. And what is Murley like in the house?
He is similar to Raney. He's playing or he's sleeping because he's also about 7 months old. So he has all that puppy growing and playing to do. He has come a long way in the 6 weeks he has been in DC. I will say that when he first arrived, he was pretty terrified of the city and didn't want to leave the house. But now he gladly goes on sniff walks in the morning. He is almost completely house trained, just very occasional accidents. He can be a little vocal when there are things that he wants, anything involving food. So if you have a lot of neighbors or maybe thinner walls, it might not be ideal because he's very talkative. But he just loves to play with toys. He loves to wrestle with my dog. I have a very small yard too, so they'll go outside and play. But he's pretty good at just kind of keeping himself entertained, and as long as he has toys and bones and things around him.
Got it. That sounds great. Thanks. And if Murley could plan his very own ideal day, what do you think it would look like?
Well, I would never give him a credit card or an Amazon account because I think all the treats would come his way. But I think getting up in the morning, having a great sniff walk around, he does great in the car. So you would load him up in the car and drive him out maybe to a park or to the Arboretum, somewhere where he could sniff and walk around and explore. Like I said, he has come so far, and as long as there's a lot of sticks, that would make his ideal day, because he loves to pick up sticks and walk with them. And then he sometimes tries to eat them as he carries them. So then they get shorter and shorter and he can't figure out why. So then he goes and finds a new stick. So his ideal day, I think, would be a car ride to a park where all the sticks are just laying around waiting for him to pick them up and carry them.
Sounds like a great day to me. Thanks. And when Murley first arrived 6 weeks ago, so what did the process of settling in look like for him? I guess.
Sure. It was a little slower than some of my other fosters because he was quite overwhelmed with my neighborhood. So we took things very slow. It was helpful, I think, having my dog, so he could kind of learn how to dog. But he slowly learned over time that car doors and loud buses are not scary. And he learned, he became pretty much completely house trained. It was very exciting when he learned how to go up the stairs. That was a big day for him because now he could chase up after me up the stairs. I will say it's not uncommon for many of my fosters who probably have never lived in houses before. So stairs are a new thing for them, but he learned those pretty quickly. And yeah, I would say he's a pretty different dog than the dog that came up 6 weeks ago. He has gained more confidence and just seems to, he's really started to enjoy walks and things that he would never have done when he first arrived.
That's wonderful to hear. That's great. And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share about Murley?
He is a goofy puppy. He makes me laugh all the time. He's just he's listed as a Beagle Hound mix. So he's got that goofy houndness. He's in that gangly puppy stage. So it's been fun to watch him kind of grow and learn. He's super smart and very food motivated. So training is a great thing for that. He learns sit very quickly. He learned 1, 2, 3 on our walks. So when I need to distract him from things, he learned that very fast. So I think that can be a good combination when you want to train a dog. Very smart and very, very food motivated. And he's just a lot of fun. And he keeps us on our toes. But he also helps keep my dog young because they do a lot of playing through the day. And that's good for her too.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's great. Thank you so much for fostering him. And thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to find out more about Murley, you can go on our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to Murley's link, which is bit.ly/adoptable Murley, and that's spelled MURLEY. Thank you both again. Really appreciate it. All right. So up next, we have Simone, who is being fostered by Annie. And Simone is a female yellow lab mix. She's about 43 pounds and about 4 years old. So thank you both for being here.
Hello.
Hi. Annie, can you please describe Simone's personality?
Simone is a very personable dog. She is very outgoing and very energetic. She loves to play. She's extremely playful and she's very curious. So she always has her eyes on, when we go for a walk, she's always looking for squirrels or birds, and she just stand there and stare at them. So she is a really fun dog to be around. We love her. She's a good cuddler.
That's great. And how does Simone do with other dogs and people, like kids or really people of any ages?
Yeah, so Simone actually just I've only had her about 9 days. And she just spent that whole first week with my girlfriend and her dog. So she was really good with the other dog. She did get a little jealous when the other dog got attention from her people, but she's really good at being redirected. I've only seen her with one kid, and it was like quick in the neighborhood, but she did great with her too. She does jump a little bit and is a little mouthy, so she'd probably be best with older kids. But she was fine with that. That she was about 7 years old.
That's great.
Come here, baby. Come here, Simone. Good girl.
Oh, good girl, Simone. And what is Simone like in the house?
Simone is very playful, so she loves to chase her tail. That's one of my favorite things that she does. So she'll run around and chase her tail, or she'll chew on her chew toys. And then she loves hanging out with her people. So she'll come and jump on the couch and let us just pet her for hours and hours. And she'll nap. So she just loves to be with her people. She wants to be around us at all times. She's like my little shadow. So she's really good in the home.
Oh, that's awesome. And what does she like to do in a day?
So we wake up and we go for a good walk for a little while, and then we'll come in and we'll play while I get ready for work. And she is crated actually throughout the day while I go to work, and she does a great in the crate. And then when I come home, we take a good like 20-minute walk, 20-minute walk. She loves to sniff, so she'll sniff all around that walk. And then we'll come home and play more, and she'll take a nap, eat some dinner, and then go outside for one last walk, and then we'll go to bed.
Sounds like a perfect day. Another perfect day. That's great.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Oh, that's nice. Awesome. And is there anything else you'd like to share about Simone?
Simone's just really fun. I think she's younger. They say she's 4 years old, but she has a lot of, puppy energy in her. But she also is really redirectable and is really good on a leash. So she's really fun to be around. She's a smart dog. So she listens a lot and she loves to cuddle. So she'll be a great addition to any family.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing, Annie. And thanks, Simone, for being such a great girl. And for all of you watching, if you'd like to find out more about Simone, you can go to citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to Simone's very special link, which is bit.ly/adopt Simone, SIMONE. Thank you both again.
Thank you.
All right, so up next, we have Atlas, who is being fostered by Catherine. And Atlas is a male lab mix who's about 59 pounds, and he's about 9 years old. So let's see if we have Catherine and Atlas here.
Hi, it looks like it won't let me start my video.
Oh, no. Well, you know what? We can skip to the next pup, and then we can come back to you.
Now it says I can, sorry.
Oh, great, no problem.
Permission, there we go.
Oh, yay. Thanks, Catherine.
Sweet.
Hi, Atlas.
As you can see, he loves snuggling on the couch. It's his favorite thing to do. Yep.
That's awesome. And what's your favorite thing about Atlas?
Oh my goodness. Well, one of our favorite things is that I don't know if you can quite hear, but he makes the cutest little snuffles and grunts. We call them oinks. When he's happy, when you come home, or when he's getting snuggled. And it's just really endearing and sweet, and just lets you know what his mood is, and it's very expressive. But we also really love how he's just kind of down for anything. He loves to snuggle at home. He loves to go to the park, or go on a car ride, or go to the market. He's just like really happy most places, which is really nice.
That's great. And how has Atlas changed since you first started fostering him?
He was always a sweet dog, but his sort of happy, snuggly personality has really come out. He really likes to be close, obviously, and snuggle with his blankets or snuggle into you. He's also become very devoted to the people he meets and the people he's around. So he's a very loyal, loving dog. And he's very responsive to what he's told. He loves to learn and do a command, even like without treats or anything. He just gets excited to do it. And he's also started doing happy little romps when we're on walks. He used to just kind of stroll along, and he still does. He's great on a leash, but he does little kind of happy bounces and romps, which is really cute.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And how has Atlas changed since you first started fostering him?
Oh, that's the one I just answered.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Thanks for catching that. What I meant to say, when is Atlas the happiest?
Right now, I would say he loves to snuggle on the couch. He loves a little stroll around the neighborhood so he can kind of get his sniffies in and say hi to everyone. He also, this is like a weird little thing about him, but he really loves drinking water. So when it's his water time, he gets really excited to drink his water. So yeah, he's a quirky little guy.
Great. Nice and hydrated. Love that. What is Atlas's ideal forever home?
I mean, one thing we've really noticed is that he seems like he would be really flexible. So he's happy in my, 5th floor apartment. He's been in a studio 11 floors up and is fine there. He was recently at a friend's house who has a big backyard and loved romping around the backyard. He doesn't mind the city. He doesn't mind a quieter place. He's a little bit older. We actually don't think he's as old as he's listed because he's filled out some muscle and is moving a lot better than he was. We don't think he's 9, but he is an older guy. So probably a 6-story walk up is not ideal for him, but pretty much everywhere else he seems like he'd be really happy.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. And is there anything else you'd like to share about Atlas?
He's just a really, really great all-around dog. He's good with dogs. He's good with everyone he's met, including kids. He walks great on the leash. He is generally good alone in the house. He's generally pretty quiet. He's really well-mannered and gentle and polite. And he's a really, really sweet dog and has the sweetest personality, and he deserves the best home. So we really love having him and are looking forward to him going to his forever home.
Oh, that's awesome, Catherine. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'd also like to mention that we do have a fundraiser going on for Atlas. He has a bothersome tooth. And so there's a fundraiser that you can find on our Instagram page. I'm sure there's information on our website if you'd like it. But if you'd like to contribute and help Atlas live the life that we want him to, keep living and enjoying, you can go to our website, or you can go to Instagram and Venmo Atlas to City Dogs Rescue. But thank you so much for fostering him, and thank you for being here. He's so good. Look at that face. All right. And if you want, you can find out more information about Atlas on our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, or you can go to Atlas's special link at bit.ly/adoptable Atlas, ATLAS. And finally, we have Sheila, who's being fostered by Sage. And Sheila is a female Australian Shepherd and Lab mix who's about 52 pounds, and she is 3 years old. Look at her, very comfortable. That's great. Hey, Sage. So what do you think Sheila's ideal day looks like?
She definitely likes going for walks. She has a little sister right now, our dog. So she likes to play with her when Sassy wants to play as well. She is just really cuddly, and she likes belly rubs. She likes to give kisses, and she's just a really good dog. Yeah, I think that'd be her ideal day. Maybe running over at the dog park, playing with other dogs. Definitely. She enjoys other dogs as well. So.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Sheila's ideal forever family look like?
I think her forever family would just be loving, caring, very willing to help her with, she has some problems with first becoming shy, and then she opens up very quickly. So I think giving her that patience to kind of open up. For us, it was like a day, just kind of, helping her through it and get her to go through the difficulties. So I think that would be her ideal family.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really good to know. Glad to hear that she opens up.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's so perfect now. She was definitely really shy, but now she's not. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. And how does Sheila do in the house?
Oh, she's really good. Yeah, we have a small studio and she's a bigger dog, so I was a little worried about that.
Yeah.
But she's pretty good. We go on a lot of walks, so I think that helps. And other than that, she just takes naps, and she does have the zoomies, which is always really funny in our tiny little apartment, her running around. But other than that, yeah, she's really good in small spaces as well.
That is really good to know. That's awesome. And what has been your favorite moment with Sheila so far?
I think it's just seeing her open up. You know, she was so shy before, like she was scared and like nervous, but seeing her be able to go and walk, she's like leash trained and she doesn't pull as much on her leash. And I was worried she'd be scared of the city. She's not scared of the city at all. And she's good with dogs. So it's just, that's been my favorite part, is just seeing her grow into this wonderful, beautiful dog that just is so happy.
Yeah, that's really amazing to witness, and and thanks so much for taking the time to foster her. Is there anything else you'd like to share about Sheila?
I guess just something funny. She really likes mirrors. Like mirrors, she loves them. She like looks into them all the time. She just loves staring at herself. It's so funny. It's so silly to think of.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And for all of you out there, you can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, to find out more about Sheila, or you can go to Sheila's link, bit.ly/adopt Sheila, SHEILA. Thank you. Look at her lounging. I love that.
She's passed out right now.
Perfect pose. No, that's great. It's all those walks. Get those energy out. Well, thank you both. Really, again, really appreciate it. So that's it. Those are all of the wonderful dogs that we have. And before we go, I wanted to give a huge thank you to all of our fosters today. Again, we're so grateful to all of you who are here, all of our fosters. And we have so many other fosters too. We have such a wonderful network, but it's really important. Our fosters allow us to keep rescuing more dogs. And we're just so grateful for everything you do and for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us this evening and sharing a little about these wonderful dogs. And thank you to everyone in the audience. We hope that you've enjoyed meeting these dogs. And if you're interested in learning more, or perhaps even giving one of them their forever home, you can find more information about all of these dogs and about fostering, volunteering, donating to fundraisers like Atlas's, and adopting on our website, which one last time is citydogsrescuedc.org. So thank you again to everyone that is watching and to everyone who participated today. And we hope that you have a great night, and we'll see you next month for our next adoption event.